So I've just come home from work, and as I often do, I was checking my sauerkraut farm, and I find, dun dun dun, can you see it there? It's the start of a cram yeast infection. This is my third one, I think, and the first time I had one I just threw everything out. The second time I thought, and I then researched it and found out about this cram yeast stuff, and it's totally fine. It's just a kind of yeast in the air, but if the conditions are right, it will blossom like this. I'm now going to take the massive stone out. I'm going to filter the top first with a sieve, take the massive stone out, and that will be good to go. Some people wouldn't even do this. They wouldn't bother about it at all. They would just leave it. And it goes into, the first time I had it, I think I was away and I was chancing leaving it, and it formed this thick crust, and yeah, it was really quite a shocking thing. I'm just going to keep on scraping it out. I think I'm going to put my phone down and do it. This has got to be great TV, hasn't it? Filtering, sieving off a yeast infection from my rotting cabbage. Wow. I really do live the Rockmore lifestyle on a Friday night. I find though, especially as a vegan, that sauerkraut is such a rare, special umami taste. I just absolutely love it. And now I've started going more, what's the word? Adventurous and getting better at making it. He says, dealing with his yeast infection, I'm finding just the way these tastes come out. So peppercorns, they're like, they change, they become really floral, and I put them now pretty much in every one, and they kind of explode in your mouth in this floral taste. It's lovely, really unusual. And even things like fennel and cardamom. Fennel I don't really like normally, but it kind of lends a very subtle licoricey taste that really goes well. It's kind of a very savoury licorice. It's yeah, it's great, it's amazing. So I am going to bottle these up now. It's definitely a two-hand job. So now, oops, I have the wrong spoon. So now I'm just going to skim the surface off before taking there's not really any cram yeast here, there's a few little bits. I have thought about syringing it. I've got some big syringes from when I used to inject sauerkraut, and I have thought about syringing it off. I did last time, as in I thought about last time, but I think this method is very fine. You know, I spend my life looking for the right way to get a yeasty froth off my cabbagey brine. So I think that's probably enough there. And now, I don't know if you can see the stone under there, so I need to get that out. And this is the moment, this has been in here about a month, and I don't know if what is under there is going to be good or not. So far they've all been good, but there's always been this anticipation of them not being good. I've had them spoil on the top before with things other than cram yeast, like green moulds and that you just throw instantly. There's no way you can recover that. But I haven't lost any of the actual sauerkraut or kimchi. And what you're looking out for is that it goes kind of sloppy rather than crunchy. Sauerkraut should remain crunchy and have a certain bite to it. All this liquid, which is quite a substantial amount of it, comes from the cabbages. None of it is added. It's astounding how much comes out. Right, there we go. So now I'm going to take that big spoon out using the other one, and we're going to see what's under it. So there we are. So there we go. The stone is out, and here's the clout. This is I haven't tasted it yet. I'd say that's looking good. It doesn't look sloppy. It looks quite rigid. And I'm now gonna try some. Oh my gosh. Jason, that's the dog. So here we are. It's in the way of the light. Crunchy. That's good. Good. I'm pleased with that. The great thing about it is, and this I discovered by accident, is it really does. Alright there, dog. You're never going to get him. Jeez. Where's the cab? Right, so back to the sauerkraut. I'm now going to scoop this out using this spoon into that jar. So, okay. So this is a jar that I've just taken. This has got some big green leaves in that are, I don't know what they are, they're not something you'd normally eat, but I just thought I'd put them in there just to see what happens to them. I've just tasted one, it's very nice actually. So what happens with this now is I have to push it down using this, my trusty plunger that I just put like that and just push down. I've never done it in a square jar before, but I don't see why it shouldn't work. And that's pushing it down. You want to get all the air bubbles out. The light, it's dusk now, so the light's terrible, but I had to do it because of the yeast infection. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill all these jars up, push them all down as I go, and then that'll be done.